Yo, guys, I just saw an article.
Gasp.
So Ben Affleck is finally stepping down from Batman.
It's finally our chance, guys.
We could do
We
this.
can write our own Batman.
Let's do it. DC, I hope you're listening.
I have lived for this day.
This is the Layman's Guide to the Multiverse.
Hello and welcome to Layman's Guide to the Multiverse, where we dive through the panels and smash through the fourth wall to answer all of your comic book questions. I'm Ed, and as always, I'm joined by Matt,
Howdy.
Paulo,
What's going on?
and the big dog. How you doing, Doug?
I'm the big dog.
I switching up today.
Yeah. Normally Matt's the big dog, but apparently I've had a growth
You
spurt.
also
Matt.
changed the order.
That's what I'm saying. I switched it up. I'm an absolute madman.
I need
We're
structure.
assuming people actually know what order we introduce ourselves in.
I am an agent of chaos. So we're casting Batman and pitching our own movies, guys. I'm excited.
See, this
I
this could only go either extremely well or crash and burn in every single way.
Oh, so we can only go-
so
two
like
ways?
DC's cakes.
Ooh.
You know what? If that's the case, we can only do better.
That's a hot that's
Yeah.
that's a hot take.
Oh boy. All right.
Listen, I like Batfleck. Don't hate.
That's the
No, I don't hate Batfleck. I just hate the stories and the plots that Batfleck has been involved in.
My biggest
Yeah.
gripe with everything that they've done since they cast Batfleck is they've tried to make everything happen
At once.
in one movie.
They literally, oh man, they mashed so many things together, and then we're like, but he's also Frank Miller Batman. Like he's all these things at once. Go.
The other problem I have with it too, me personally, is like everyone ever since the Tim Burton days, when it comes to like mainstream Batman, especially in film, they seem to want to keep going darker and darker and darker. And I kind of feel with the Batflicks, it kind of finally went over the edge too, because like I'm not even saying like dark as in tone. I mean literally dark. I have an old projection television that's kind of old, and I literally couldn't watch the movie because it was too dark for my screen.
No.
Are you telling me you don't like that blue filter?
Oh no.
Those just sunken in colors, and then the blue filter over everything. Well, you're not a fan.
No, I can't say I am. I mean, I know
But-
I'm a big fan of like the goofy Batman, but
But Matt, he is the knight.
Quite literally.
Yeah, but we don't need the movies, dark as night, so we can't see it. You know what I mean?
Look, I've got gripes in terms of what DC has done to the movies since. Let's be honest. In my opinion, the best one of the recent Batmans is Batman Begins. I'd say
Right,
arguably Batman Begins is a better movie than The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Rises.
I think it's a fair argument.
I think it's
No,
it
is a fair
I think
argument.
it's the best movie of the three. I think The Dark Knight has the best performances, and I think The Dark Knight Rises has some of the best voice acting I've ever heard.
Look, the best thing about Dark Knight Rises is that it paid the best homage to the classic Adam West Batman. By some days, you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Like, you can't tell me Silly Voice versus Silly Voice is the best movie you've ever watched.
No,
You know, it's
you know what's even better? Did you see the original voice for Bane?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so stupid.
I did not.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to check that out later.
He used to talk like this.
That's what he still
How's
sounded
it-
like. How's that?
yeah,
any different
how's
from
that
now?
No, oh wait, no. That was no. He used to sound all growly. That's it. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, they
They were both
the-
silly.
Yeah. He used like a less growly voice when he went to like redub over the lines. So you could actually and you can actually understand him now because he redubbed over the lines. So
Right.
he sounds like he's in a studio when he talks.
Was he growling and using that accent?
No, I think he was just recording it from below a sink while the garbage disposal was on.
I mean, we all know Tom Hardy is, or am I the only idiot who thinks he's British?
I actually don't know what his actual accent sounds like.
Yeah, every movie that I see him in, he only says like a couple lines of dialogue.
Because in Venom, for example, because you guys haven't watched Venom, and
I did.
what did
I
you
watched
think?
it.
Okay, Doug, we'll take a break from this for a moment. Doug, what did you think of Venom?
Just a moment. It was okay.
Thank you.
It was all right. Good. See, I told you. I told you it was mediocre.
It was the validation I needed from you guys constantly just ragging on this movie.
You were too before you watched it.
I absolutely was. I went in there with just the worst of expectations.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. A quick aside. Speaking of things that you went into with the lowest expectations, and now you're like,
I
yo, Tell Me Titans isn't a damn good show.
The joy I take from your.
All right, guys. So here's the challenge. We got to come up with a basic premise for a Batman movie that is at least as good as Tom Hardy Venom.
Oh, I thought this was going to be like a challenging episode.
Challenge accepted.
All right. Who wants to kick it off? Shall I?
You know what? Yeah, go for it.
Matt. Yeah, we normally start.
Well, first,
off,
why don't you tell us what's your favorite Batman?
My favorite.
You've mentioned it, but tell us why.
Favorite movie or favorite actor?
Just Batman. Like, because the thing is, you got to realize. So Batman isn't so much the character; is also the era that he's in.
Oh, completely.
I mean, I think all four of us can agree that the best Batman media is Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, without question.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that.
It's a fight for second after that. For me, it's always going to be the Adam West Batman. And the reason why is that I think you need to kind of grow up with it. Because like that show was on after the weekday cartoons for me on channel 11. And
channel 11.
Yep. And it was great as a kid because, whoever they're fighting that week, they'll leave a hint and then like they're like, oh my god, who did this?
Tune
and
in
like
next week, that whole spiel. Yeah, I remember that.
And then Rob be like, oh, it means this, and it's like, oh, dude, it's the Riddler. Oh shit, and I'd be watching as a kid, like, oh, dude, and like it was like I was so into it, and like and like none of the camp. None of it I understood. It just went over my head, and I just thought it was like an honest to god, like hardcore crime thriller. And then I watch it as an adult, and I'm like, "What? That puzzle makes no sense." Like, oh my god, like the bad guy that was so heinous, like he's got a beer gut, and then like, oh my god, the Penguin is Mickey from Rocky. Like what?
Yeah, that's right. It's Versus Meredith.
Yeah. Oh, the best was oh god. Chandler, I can't remember his name, but one of the bad guys was Liberace.
Wow, really?
Chandelario?
I think that was it. Yeah.
Was that his name? Chandelario?
Chandelier, but whatever. But it was an episode where Liberace was in town. I forget what his name was in the episode. But then his evil twin brother or something like that shows up, and it's Liberace in just a regular suit without all the glamour, and he's like doing his best to act like he's straight. And he's like bribing everybody, and it's so stupid and over the top, but if it's on, I watch it and I have a good laugh.
There's a Kite Man out there. I don't know if you knew that.
I actually do.
No. What about
there's Kite Man and Crazy Quilt?
The Crazy Quilt. That's the stupid one that I like. Or
what about Egghead?
Egghead, played by Vincent Price, was it?
Was it Vincent Price?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was Vincent Price.
Yeah, the old guy from Edward Scissorhands.
It's funny because I loved this show as a kid, but you guys remember a lot more of it than I
have
do.
all the DVDs. I watch it all the time. It's terrible.
Are you watching it with the kids?
Yeah. The little one likes it. The older one, not as much. He likes the theme song. That's what he likes.
That's beautiful.
Well, the theme song is
classic.
There's something adorable hearing a little 2.5-year-old going, Batman, Batman.
That's so good.
It's so cute. So cute.
Well, there is a picture of me that circulates around the internet around the time of my birthday, where a friend of mine decides that he likes to try to embarrass me with an image of when I was a child and wore Batman pajamas.
I had Batman pajamas. Everyone had Batman pajamas
too.
What's embarrassing about that?
We had this conversation.
Yeah, exactly. I personally, I own it, man. Like I was on my race car bed
Yo,
with my Batman pajamas. Like,
dude, I wish I had a race car
Exactly.
bed.
Seriously.
I wish I was wearing Batman pajamas on a race car bed right now.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be your own Batmobile.
exactly,
fast.
exactly.
Okay, so what's your favorite Batman then, Paulo?
I mean, all right. We already established that it's a fight per second.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate to. I like Bale's. See, all right. For me, this is the hard part. About discussing my favorite Batman. As a kid, I will admit I was huge on the Adam West Batman as well. Just like Matt, I grew up on it. It was my thing. But then as I got older and I started reading some of the comics, started watching the TV, started watching the movies, for me, Batman is this amalgamation of all of those characters, so much so that he, like, to me, each one of those Batmans is a different representation of part of the
Well,
whole that makes Batman.
I was about to say it's a piece of the it's part of the sum.
Exactly. Like, you
or
can't just
whatever that is.
you
know what I mean?
can't you like I feel like you can't portray Batman as like a one and done and that's it. So for example,
How do you cast an ideal?
exactly.
Yeah.
So for example, Bale's Bale portrayed the broken character that Bruce Wayne is perfectly. I feel like the angst that he showed while he was playing Bruce Wayne when he wasn't being over the top Bruce Wayne was fantastic.
I think he played over the top Bruce Wayne really well too.
I feel
'Cause
like yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
came off
I
like
agree.
he's got a punchable, like Christian Bale's got a punchable face, right? Like he's got that smirk going on, and you're just like, fuck this guy.
he did,
Right.
but at the same time, I have to say I preferred Batfleck's smirking Bruce Wayne.
That's fair too.
Batfleck's smirking Bruce Wayne. I don't know what it was. The couple of scenes where, and that's the other part that bothered me. We didn't get to see as much of Batfleck like strut that stuff. Like, I feel like he could have done it.
Can I say something about Batfleck? Is that as much
No.
as much as we were ragging on the Batman movies before, I do think he did the character great justice because,
Oh, yeah.
quite honestly, Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, I felt kind of had the same charm as like a George Clooney as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
But
I
he
don't
also
hate
brought like the whole Christian Bale edge to it.
he was a good
I-
Batman. Like, some of the scenes where he was like, I'm sorry, a lot of people will like complain about it, but the scene where he's right after Superman throws him into the car, and he's just like, "Oh, everything hurts." That was great.
Yeah.
That was
Dude.
great. Like, those little moments is what give more to the character, where you realize that Batman's just not this vengeance. I am the night.
He's
I
not
am
one thing.
Yeah, he's not one thing. Like, so for example, the way he acts with his with his family,
Mhm.
with Dick, with Tim, with Jason,
Jason.
even
Or-
Barbara,
or a Barbara, or
with
a,
Alfred. Okay, that's a completely different other character. That's a side of Batman and Bruce Wayne we don't see unless it's with them.
Yeah, I mean, hell, he acts differently with the Justice League than he would the Outsiders, than he would like a Cassandra Cain,
Yeah,
than he would as
Mhm.
matches Malone with other like.
that's
Yeah.
one of the things that gets me about Batman. It's just that you can't. I feel like the one and done that everybody tries to shoehorn into him. It's really hard.
He is multitudes.
Yeah, he's really hard to do. Like, that's why, like, I love Bale for what he was, for what was needed for that. I love Batfleck for what they gave us. I'm honestly a little upset that we're not going to get more of it.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's possibility now. Like, there's a chance for us to get something else this time around. I will say this though, as I did get older, I kind of, in my own jaded sense, I stopped enjoying the camp from the original Batman series, the Adam West Batman. Like, I watched that show and I'm like, ugh.
You have to be ready for the camp. You have to go into it wanting the
But
camp.
I feel like it's kind of, at least for me,
Run its course.
it's where it no longer is the same as it used to be. Like, I watched Adam West Batman through a very innocent pair of glasses. Like, I watched it from a perspective of a child, and then going back as a jaded adult, as an adult that no longer like kind of understands that. At least in my opinion, I don't know if it's the same for anybody else. Obviously, for Matt, it's not.
I understand what you're saying. I mean, you got to remember too that like, so Adam West Batman is bad. Like they adapted it into a comic, Batman 66, I believe.
Yes, that's
is
correct.
What the comic was called. So think about that. That TV show came out in 1966. It's what, 2019?
Yeah,
That makes that show how old?
40 something years. My math is probably off. That's insane,
insane.
though. That's ridiculous staying power.
50 plus.
53.
Wow.
That show is 53 years old. Think about that shit. So like you being like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of this. It's like that's one. Think about that. That we have access to media like that. Like,
That's incredible. Yeah.
We could just jump back and watch. I mean, think about this, man. Pinocchio is going to be like 100 years old.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a surprise to me, but
No, but like in our lifetime, that's a thing we're going to see.
Yeah.
And it's that readily available. To that point though, that like do you sound a little jaded being like, oh, Sings for its core is dumb, like who are you to talk about nostalgia and things? But like I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, no, and I'm not trying to like rag on it. Like I will fully understand. Like people love it. I get that.
But at this
It's
point,
just not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's nice because in a world where everything has become so serious, it's nice to watch something that just doesn't take itself seriously at all.
That is very true.
But I can see your point too. Personally, I think like I need to give it a break. Like half the reason I'm so into it again is because
of the kids.
not only because of the kids, but because for a long time the rights for that show were kind of in like this weird limbo, so you couldn't get it on DVD.
Oh yeah, now you can.
And now you can. So, I'm coming off it after like a 20-year hiatus.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally get where you're coming from.
It is what it is.
So, Edward, what's your favorite Batman?
I was almost gonna cut off Paulo while we were talking about it and segue into mine. If it's a fight per second, and if like the Batman the Animated Series or the DCAU, the DC Animated Universe, if that's the best version of Batman,
I agree.
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Kevin Conroy is Batman.
I would say Kevin Conroy from that time period is Batman. Anytime that he's popped up now, I feel like he's lost a step.
He's phoning it in, I think.
Some mediums, yeah.
I don't think he was. It's less phoning it in, and I think it's more he's given the writing is not as good.
That's part of it. I mean, he's older. Like he's definitely lost a step. Like you can only be at your peak for so long.
Yeah.
Even Mark Hamill's lost a step. I mean, it doesn't help though. Some of the things that they've been in together have been just subpar. Like,
the Killing Joke.
I was gonna say that like the first 40 minutes of the Killing Joke or the first 20 minutes of the Killing Joke, not great. But the stuff that the Killing Joke parts of the Killing Joke are good.
Yeah.
But their performances reflect that. It's not great. So if that like prime Kevin Conroy is Batman, his work on Justice League Action is really good too. If you guys haven't watched that, you should. Matt, I would say watch that with the kids. It's great. It's a Justice League cartoon that's made for kids.
Oh, okay, good.
So it has a lot of like that DCAU kind of writing, but it's also done in like it's if you took Justice League, like like Justice League Unlimited, and you mashed it together with Batman Brave and the Bold at like 65 miles an hour.
Oh, perfect.
And then took that car crash and put it in a blender and hit puree.
That sounds fantastic and delicious.
It's so good. It's great. Oh, it is.
Yeah, right?
It's like that and Orange Julius neck and neck. It's really good.
I want to order that next time I'm at a Smoothie King.
Is that available on DC Universe or no?
I don't know.
I'll have to check that out.
I honestly don't know. I said take a look. Where I'm going is I think Batfleck. I think as a full package, I think Ben Affleck is a close second. My reasoning being, I feel like he played what if Batman from the DCAU went through some shit and then broke like Frank Miller's Batman, and that's how he got there.
You know what's terrible? When you said Batman and package, the first thing that comes to mind is the Schumacher films.
Yeah, that's Not a good thing.
No, it's not.
Oh, Schumacher.
Schumacher.
Douglas, what's your vote?
I have what I call Trinity, which is there's a best Batman, there's a best Bruce Wayne, and then there's a best combo.
All right.
I gotta agree with Ed. For total package, you gotta give to Affleck. I still think that the best Batman, and it's not that I think he did an incredible job, it's just that I think it was a good performance, was Michael Keaton, especially in the first
You want
one.
to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
But as for Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale nailed Bruce Wayne. And yeah, I don't care how that sounds.
It's funny that all of us kind of have, we've mentioned the fact that the character of Bruce Wayne and the character of Batman are two completely different characters.
I mean, it's like Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
No,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, because the thing is Spider-Man is just Peter Parker with the security of anonymity, and so he's just being confident in the jokester that he kind of wishes he could be in everyday life. Whereas Bruce Wayne is like a manufactured persona.
No, that I get. What I was getting at is like, Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, but he wasn't a great Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
in
no.
terms of movies. Okay, I can get that.
Right.
Yeah, no.
No, I agree.
Yeah, like
I
Andrew
mean, like-
Garfield was a great Spider-Man, but
Yep.
not a really good Peter Parker.
Bingo.
And then
Tom Holland is he's good.
Yeah, he's great at both.
You
Yeah.
were saying that, Doug? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was pretty much done. Christian Bale nailed both as Paulo said, the emotional aspect of Bruce Wayne as himself, but also killed as Bruce Wayne, the caricature.
yeah, because as
And-
we all agree that Bruce Wayne is the persona that Batman
Yeah.
wears to be in polite society.
I mean, they kind of
Right.
confirmed that in Batman Beyond in that one line.
Yeah.
It's like,
That show,
Yeah,
that's
they
another great show. I'm sorry,
really
the
good
entire
line.
Timverse is just so good.
it is.
DC animated universe is fantastic. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, it really is. All right, so we ready to start diving into our movie pitches?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
go.
so. Yeah, let's do this.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
Matt, lay it
All
on
right,
us.
So this one, it's going to start off in Arkham Asylum. All the bad guys are there. There's a big break. Something's going down, and they got Gorilla Grodd there, but he invents a time machine, and he warps everybody back to feudal Japan.
Oh my god.
Hear me out, all right?
I'm
So
listening.
somehow when Batman goes back in time, he's able to like turn his Batmobile, like it gets blown up when he gets into a fight, and it has like a mecha suit inside of it, and like all this shit's going to go down. And here's the craziest part: there's going to be a bunch of monkeys, and they're going to make a giant fucking monkey, and they're going to fight a giant mechanized Japanese castle. I'm pretty sure this is a 100% original idea.
This sounds amazing. Like, where did you come up with this?
A lot of drugs.
Hold on. Wait. Doug.
Yeah.
Doug. Do you know what Matt's doing?
He's turning into like a Miyazaki film.
Wait, no, you really don't know about
This is a 100% original idea. Like, this is he's totally
Yeah.
That's totally 100%.
He goes, he goes to Japan. You get all the weeboos to get behind Batman. Finally, there you go.
Yeah, no.
Is
Batman.
this based on that animated Bat Ninja
No,
thing?
Batman goes to Arkham Asylum and he gets spirited away to be Princess Mononoke. This is
There you
100%.
go. There you go.
This is 100% original.
Oh my god.
and then fights Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And-
Yeah, and then he drills to the heavens because he didn't believe in himself, but he believed in Robin, who believed in him. Who the hell do you think I am? Dark-
He's
Dark Knight
Lord
My Hero
Batman,
Academia.
dude. Lord Batman.
Yeah,
Get it right.
It's funny because I'm laughing, but this would sell.
Yeah, if only DC would make an animated movie of it.
If
they
only they did
they
like
could-
something like Batman Ninja, maybe.
Some kind
Possibly,
of
yeah.
Batman anime, right?
Yeah.
right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
I would watch a Batman anime.
Okay.
Batman Ninja. You know. Doug, something tells me you haven't been on my Plex enough.
beg to differ. I've seen quite a bit, but apparently have missed out on something.
Doug's like, I beg to differ. I've watched everything on your Plex at least twice. I have a lot of time on my hands. And apparently, Doug talks like this now.
Maybe Doug did watch Ninja Batman, but he just dismissed it, thinking like, I must have been on drugs.
This isn't real. This is
No.
real.
I've got a fever dream.
I
heard
know.
it was not that
I
great.
admit, I never watched that because I'm just like, nope, not
Yeah,
interested.
that was. It looked really pretty, and then just not
All right.
my cup
It's
of
really
tea.
okay. Seriously,
Once again,
here's what I got.
once again, I will be the odd man out here and say Batman Ninja was great for what it was.
I am with you there 100%.
It took as Ed described it, it sounds like a fever dream. But it is, because it's Batman in anime style, pretty much kicked up to like 1,000 in a fever dream.
Yeah, we already got anime Batman though, and
Well, you got it again.
Where did we get anime Batman?
we got an anime style Batman in Legends of the Dark Knight.
Right,
was,
but that was not this though. This is something else.
Yeah, but Legends of the Dark Knight was great. You know why? Because the Animatrix was great.
See, I'm probably one of those few people who wasn't a big fan of the Animatrix.
All right. So you want my real pitch?
Yes.
All right. So I'm taking a few liberties with the sort, like the big pillars of a Batman story here.
Okay.
All right. So
I do like me a big pillar.
So okay, typical Batman storyline: parents killed, yada yada yada. Okay, Bruce Wayne, he's older now, but he just, no Ra's al Ghul. He just kind of starts off as Batman. He's just taking care of petty street criminals. Think like Batman Year One.
Yeah, there's just a guy dressing like a flying mammal, beating up crazy poor people in the streets.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. So
I'm in.
So one night after, he
After beating up the homeless.
after beating up the homeless, he cuts it off early so that he can go to the Gotham Arena because Wayne Corps is sponsoring a professional wrestling event that night.
Oh my god.
So Bruce Wayne is in the executive box. He's watching the match, and he's watching it. It's going as usual, and then comes the main event. And the big baby face of the organization, the Flying Graysons, they have this deal where they swing down from the rafters. So they swing down from the rafters.
no.
They do.
Oh god, why?
They do a bunch of high flying moves and stuff like that. So they fly down and they land on the ring. Everyone's cheering them. And then, the lights go dark, this green smoke just starts coming up and the lights come back on, and out comes the new heel, the Joker. And he's been, fucking everybody's shit up, and, he's a dirty wrestler. Everybody hates him. And, he's going out with his sidekick, Harley Quinn. The manager, she comes up, she like parts the ropes, like Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man kind of thing. So they're wrestling and stuff like that, and he's getting his ass kicked by Grayson. While his wife cheers him on, and the son is I don't know where. So they're wrestling and stuff, and then
doing the raps.
yeah, Grayson's about to go for the pin, but then Harley Quinn gets a mic. Hold up! I got a bomb in the executive box. I want to set it off. If you pin the Joker. So then all of a sudden, like a bunch of clowns go running to the executive box. The cameras all see it. And, then there's a bomb there, and everyone's going like, oh shit. And, everyone's freaking out. And then, so, the match continues, and, Grayson doesn't want to throw the match, but, he decides, okay, fine. He lays down so that the Joker could pin him. But then all of a sudden, Batman is running down the ramp
No way.
to interrupt it. But as soon as the 3 count hits, he's too late.
The bomb goes off anyway?
No.
Oh,
She
okay.
throws it away because he won the title now because of it. And then, Batman goes up, he runs to the ring, he slides under the mat, and he goes to fight the Joker, but he gets his ass kicked because he doesn't know how to professional wrestle.
Oh no! Batman doesn't know how to throw stomp punches.
He doesn't know how to. Yeah, exactly.
Oh no!
So
The one fighting style I never learned.
Professional wrestling.
exactly. So fucking Joker, does one over on him, picks him up for a snowplow, and finishes him off.
That's his finish.
Yeah. Why not? I can't think of anything better. What do you got?
No, I love it. I love it.
Oh, I just love the idea of the Joker being able to suplex Batman. Any kind of suplex. So oh boy. So so he runs off with the belt, and he's in a bad shape, and since Grayson had to throw the match, he's in all right shape, so he gets Batman back on his feet, and the crowd kind of does like a pity cheer for those two. Grayson goes back up, and Batman, he kind of just uses his batter of grip, the grapple thing that he has to fly away or whatever. But he grabs the bomb that got set, and he looks at it and goes, "Oh fuck, this is real. This is a real bomb. They were really gonna fucking blow me up." But if he didn't take the 3 count, and he's freaking out about it.
I just love that Batman's like, "Oh god, oh they're breaking kayfabe here.
So
They're working us into a shoot."
So then he takes the bomb to the police station, because he's trying to get the report going, Gordon. But again, he's new at being Batman.
He's new at being Batman. Gordon's like, "Wrestling's fake. What are you doing, Bruce?"
That's exactly what happens. He shows him the bomb, and he goes, "Dude, Batman, like he used this chemical, but it constantly throws up false positives in these tests." He goes, "Dude, don't you know what kayfabe is?"
God. What the fuck did I just listen to?
So Batman's just sitting there in the Batcave going like, "What the fuck just happened?" And he can't fucking figure it out. So then he's sitting there and he's watching the next week's event, and he's
watching Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Yeah, no, he's watching the Thursday event, and
Tuesday Night Dynamite.
Tuesday Night Dynamite. Why not? He's watching the next night, Tuesday Night Dynamite, and then the commissioner of the Fed. It could be played by, I don't know, why not, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I was hoping you were going to say Scott Steiner, but keep going.
No, I got an even better role for him. He comes out and he calls out the Joker and he's like, "Look, you didn't properly beat the Graysons, so you guys got to have a rematch, this Sunday night at Gotham City Slam, a jam, whatever." So
Gotham City Slam Jam.
So oh man, I need. So they're going to have the rematch, and then oh god, so Joker comes out, and he has his usual pyrotechnics and whatnot going on, and he comes out onto the ring. Everyone's booing him, and then the music starts, and the Flying Graysons are about to come down. Except the rope snapped, and Mr. and Mrs. Grayson fall to death. And all of a sudden, like, all this stuff around the arena starts to seem to go haywire. And the commissioner, Harvey, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he comes out.
Commissioner Harvey Dent is The Rock.
He comes out to because he was part of the whole work, but he trips and the pyrotechnics go off and they burn half his body.
Oh no.
So Batman in the Batcave is going like, "Oh shit," and then he looks at the bomb again, realizes, wait a second, no, there was a second chemical thing in there, it actually is a bomb. And then he's like looking at the video evidence, and then he sees that the rope got snapped. It wasn't a work. It was part of the act. So he realizes that, wait a second, Joker planted a real bomb in an arena, and now he's killing wrestlers. Who knows what he's going to do next? And he's so then he goes back to the wrestling ring to the next week. And then when he wants to go to fight, he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna fight Joker," but he can't find him. He can't find him anywhere. And then all of a sudden, this one wrestler stops and goes, "Son, look, I saw you try to fight the Joker. You got your ass kicked. you don't know how to, you don't know the art of professional wrestling. You're not good at this. And I was thinking that actor could be played by Steve Blackman, because he's got like the right.
He's the most dangerous man alive. Come on.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be the Lethal Weapon. He'd be Ra's al Ghul.
Huh. You're taking me on quite an exciting journey, Matt.
I don't even have words for this right now.
I just have this image in my head of like we're getting like shots of this wrestling show before like the Joker shows up, and it's just Scott Steiner cutting like Scott Steiner promos.
No.
Like,
No, Steiner's playing Bane, isn't he?
No.
Killer Croc.
No. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. So he learns over a weekend. He learns how to wrestle. He's
learns
gonna
over
Killer
weekend.
weekend.
because he's the goddamn Batman.
It's a weekend montage.
Yes. It's a
The montage is in real time.
it's a weekend montage. We'll play "I Am a Real American" in the background to it. Why not?
Where are we getting the rights for this?
Oh, we can make it a WWE WB joint project. You know how they're getting the wrestlers into everything these days. So then
So who's playing Batman?
I don't know. John.
I know who
care,
it
this
is.
is
I know who it is.
John Cena. Who knows? I don't
It's
know.
John Cena.
Oh, it's got to be John Cena.
All right. So then the next week, he comes onto the ring, and he's going to go and he's going to get the Joker, and he's backstage. Everything goes dim, and the Joker comes out on stage. And he's going to crash he's going to interrupt. So somebody else's music starts playing. He fucking jolts out, and then he goes up to the ring only to find out that it was Harley Quinn in a mask. And then he turns around, and and then the Joker's on the Titantron, and he's got this giant blonde wig on. And then he just starts going, you know what? I'm styling, I'm profiling, kiss stealing, jet riding. I can barely keep these.
Why is the Joker Ric Flair?
I can barely keep these killer Crocs down.
Oh my
my
God.
God.
Then all of a sudden the music starts up, lights go on. Fucking Scott Steiner as Killer Croc comes
I love it.
running to the ring.
I love it.
Because in my head, it's not even like Scott Steiner done up in like a costume. It's just
He just calls
no,
himself
no,
Killer
no,
Croc.
no, no. It's Scott Steiner, but he's got like a Party City like crocodile like head on.
Yes.
So it's just this cotton or like cloth thing, and it's just like like the head is around his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
get it.
Like, it's just Scott Steiner, but he's just got this hat on. Essentially, he's got like a crocodile hat on. It's just Scott Steiner with a crocodile hat.
So anyway, Killer Croc, Scott Steiner, runs towards the ring.
Oh man, there's no simpy here.
Nope. And they duke it out. It's an electrifying match. And then all of a sudden though, Batman's struggling. He doesn't know what to do.
Oh no.
He's in trouble.
Oh no.
Then all of a sudden, Robin comes down from the rafters with a club and black and white face paint and a trench coat.
Stop.
All right. So Robin comes in to make the save, right?
Yeah.
Third act. Let's shoot over to third act. Let's hit the climax.
Oh
of
no
the
no
movie.
no no
Where-
no
where-
no
where's it
no
going?
no. It's not even going there. So he helps, and then the Joker's like, all right, I got one more trick down my sleeve, and all of a sudden,
He's got it down his sleeve, not up his sleeve.
whatever,
You don't know.
the Hell in a Cell falls down.
Well, no, it just falls.
It
Like
just
somebody
just
cut
they
the
just cut the
cables?
cable. It falls.
boom.
It falls down. They're trapped in the Hell in a Cell. They can't get out.
This sounds like some WMAC master shit.
Right?
Like Kabuki warriors enter the cage.
And then Joker goes, okay, you fooled my first bomb plot. here's a second one, and then he shows bombs, and everyone thinks it's kayfabe. But like Batman knows better, so like they're trying to break out of the cage, they can't.
Because Batman, he knows.
Yeah, he knows they can't break out of the cages, they're stuck. Then Batman's good friend Cyborg comes out and breaks him out of the Hell in the Cell.
I was hoping you were going to just say RoboCop. Like,
No,
we were just go. Batman's good buddy RoboCop is saving him from the Four Horsemen.
No, this isn't. That's too. That's too retarded.
God.
You mean too realistic?
And then
Because Batman would be friends with RoboCop.
well,
Or move. Dirtbag.
oh man, and then yeah, then I guess they can save the day with the bombs, and I don't know, figure out some way to beat up Joker. But yeah, figure out a way to make the entire thing work.
I like it.
That's my idea for a Batman movie.
Sistel and Ebert, 2 thumbs way up.
I laughed. I cried. Maybe not for the right reasons. The feel-good hit of the summer.
Oh man,
I'm at a loss for words. I've been left completely speechless.
Top that, you three.
Oh God. Do we?
You set the bar quite
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
I
Do we
w-
need a break after that? I think we need a break after that.
I was gonna say I can go unless you want to.
No.
Unless you want.
All right, here's a good one. Remember the oddities?
Okay.
Yes.
There we go. You can get Insane Clown Posse to be do the soundtrack. There you go.
God,
They
God. Please don't.
You just keep piling
I
on,
could.
Matt.
I could keep going.
Please don't.
Yeah, I don't think my heart could take it.
My favorite thing right now is just Paulo's disdain.
No. It's not even disdain. Like I hate it because I hate it. I hate it because it could work.
Right, with the right writer.
Like with the right writer, like you could do something with this. Like it's so stupid. It's so dumb, but it this goes back to what Ed keeps saying. It's like wrestling is just guys in tights and funny clothes fighting each other.
Yeah, no.
And comic books is the same fucking thing.
Professional wrestling is just people in silly pajamas making mean faces at each other, and comic books are just people in silly pajamas with superpowers making mean faces at each other.
Yeah. That's why that could work. Like I would tweak some parts of the story, like we'd have to have some reason as to why Robin became Robin, aside from just his parents dying. But then again, though, at the same time, this is wrestling, so why does he need it? Why does it matter? He doesn't.
He's gotten all the motivation he needs.
Oh God, why am I agreeing?
Wait. Even better. Okay, I was thinking here. How's this for work? Okay.
This for work.
Remember the Miss Elizabeth thing between him and Macho Man and Hulk Hogan? How Macho Man thought that she was going for Hogan. Do that with Poison Ivy, because Poison Ivy always has that thing with Robin.
Oh man.
Or Robin always has a hot story, but whatever, it could work.
First of all, okay, the discussion that needs to be had is the fact that Robin has sex with alien chicks. So that means he can sleep with anyone he wants.
Well,
we know this.
He's right.
Robin's got the best ass in comic books. I was saving
Grayson
that for
does.
my Nightwing. Yeah, Dick Grayson. I was saving that for my eventual Nightwing episode, but apparently it's gonna come up here.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
But here's why I think this works, though. Here's why I think this works. Okay, the best, arguably, I would say the most well-known Batman comics that involve the Joker getting Batman to play his game
Okay.
to some extent.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a fair argument, I
Okay.
guess.
This wrestling work, that's exactly that.
I am mad at this.
Because that's the
No.
whole thing. Everybody except Joker and Batman would know that this is not kayfabe. It's real, but everyone else thinks it's kayfabe.
That's kind of fantastic. How mad are you right now?
I'm super
I'm
mad
not-
right now.
I'm not mad. I don't know what to feel.
We're gonna take a break after that one.
We'll be back.
what I forgot? I forgot the one idea that I had was that at some point Joker would have Robin like tied up or something like that. He was going to like do something. He was
Beat him
going
with a crowbar? That's fucked up, man. Too soon.
Actually, no. Maybe let's do that. Just to respect the comic. Just to have Robin tied up, and he's about to go to town with a crowbar, and he's got the Killer Croc, played by Scott Steiner, just standing there doing math, and
Doing math.
and then Batman is he's trying to get his Batmobile to get to the ring fast enough because he can't run there quick enough, but all he can find is his Zamboni.
Oh no, wait. Here's an idea. The Rock flips a coin every episode to determine whether he's face or heel.
I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad right now.
Just come on. Tell me that. Ed,
No, it's great. It's fantastic.
fucking Batman coming down on a Zamboni. Why not? Just give him a 6-pack of beer too, and we'll all give him a hell yeah.
I'm loving everything you're saying. Like, I was hoping we were gonna get like some crazy swerve where like we'd have Harley Quinn like dress up like the Joker a bunch and like kidnap Robin and all this stuff, and then we'd get like a bigger rogues gallery. So we'd get like Scott Steiner, Killer Croc, or we'd get somebody like Bane, or we'd get somebody like the Riddler or something, or like.
Gotta say something for the sequel.
I would. The problem is, I would.
Where I was going with that is like you get a stable of people, right? And then you get this masked figure that's helping out Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So where like he's fighting the stable off and all these things, and here comes the masked figure to do the run in for the save. And you think that this guy, because he's like backing everybody up with a chair, like that whole bit, right? It goes to scare off the heels, turns around, waffles Batman with this chair, and he pulls off the mask, and it's the Joker going, "It was me, Batman! It was me all along."
Oh man!
Son of a bitch!
Oh hell! Oh my God! And we're back. All right, you three. Good luck topping that story.
No, we definitely needed a break after that. That was much needed.
That was a tour de force.
Yeah, I mean, and I almost feel a little bad because if I'm going next, my pitch isn't quite as long because it's more of a concept. I don't really feel like we haven't seen this yet, right?
Go for it.
So, I was saying earlier how I thought Ben Affleck did a really good job as Batman, and I'm one of those crazy people that think like the ultimate cut of Batman versus Superman is not a bad movie. I think it does a lot of really interesting things, and I think with everything they try to pile on, if you would make the ultimate cut of Batman versus Superman a graphic novel, you set it in its own thing, you call it an Elseworlds or whatever, you put it on Earth, Earth 52 or 53, whatever, right? Make it its own thing. Like it's a comic, you make it its own thing, and anytime you see anybody staring off in the distance or they have a weird conversation, there's any kind of downtime, you just throw like narration bubbles over what's happening. That story with like those narration bubbles, or at least like the inner monologue, would probably be a critically acclaimed book.
It could be
me, though, right?
I mean, it could be done right.
Right. So I give you all of that to give you the there's a fight scene in the warehouse, and I think before it's either during or right before, Batman's being all stealthy and he's kind of slinking around through like the ceiling and shit, and then like you kind of just see glimpses of like a creature crawling around the room. To me, it was super unsettling, right?
Right.
Shoot Batman like a horror movie. You shoot Batman like a found footage horror movie.
Yo.
So let's say hypothetically, I don't know, like we adapt the Joker, I think it's Year Zero storyline. He holds, hell, it doesn't even have to. You don't even have to adapt it. You get somebody like the Joker, or the Penguin, or the Riddler. He's holding the entire city of Gotham, with a bomb. I mean, everybody's got a camera nowadays, right? I mean, everybody's got a cell phone.
Kind
So
of like Cloverfield.
Yeah. Everyone's got a cell phone. Everyone's got a camera on it. You've got security footage. You can shoot an entire movie through found footage that way.
I mean,
Or maybe not. Maybe found footage is the wrong word. But like we were talking before about Batman's more of an ideal. It's really hard to get one actor to nail down.
You mean kind of like a documentary almost?
Yeah, like maybe not so much documentary, but have the story be like a reporter trying to discover more about the Batman.
Maybe not discover, but yeah, something sort of like that.
maybe you can have.
I like it.
Maybe you could have like something like cut the clips of like somebody on like a podcast show, like a Joe Rogan Experience, saying like, no, look, this is what I think about Batman. Like this is what I saw. Like I think he's like, you know, Bruce Wayne, and you know, like people think he's a crazy conspiracy theorist or something like that, you know.
I'm just hearing Alex Jones. I was a globalist and Bruce Wayne. He's Batman.
Right. I mean,
no, but I like they've done they've done aspects of this, or they've done versions of this with like Batman the animated series. There was an episode where a couple of kids sat down and they're like, "Oh, well, I heard a story where Batman did this." And
That's
they
a great
changed-
episode.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
You do something kind of like that, but like you can tell a story of Batman taking down the Riddler while he's holding Gotham for ransom with a bomb, but it never be from Batman's perspective. Like you could do it from like the man on the street. You can do it from security footage. Like hell, our main characters could be like Renee Montoya and her partner.
it kind of sounds like a mix of Batman Year One, because it was more about Commissioner Gordon and Batman from his perspective. And that one episode of the animated series, and maybe a dash of that episode where all the bad guys are talking about the time they almost got Batman.
I literally was just gonna bring that up too. That episode's great, by the way.
Oh,
It was a big
yeah.
But yeah, we've never really seen something like that, and I think anytime that Batman's on camera, quote unquote, you shoot him like a horror movie.
Right. It like you can't really like get a clear image. It's just something moving around. You don't really know what it is. It would work. I would watch the hell out of that.
I think what would be so great about that is it would give the city of Gotham much needed characterization.
And you know what? As I'm saying this, because I'm like that. I like the idea. Otherwise, I wouldn't have pitched it. I feel like you could take this concept and you could turn this into like a Netflix show or an HBO. Like, I'd probably rather see it on a Netflix, but you could do it with an HBO budget, and you can do that in any city in the DCU. Like you could do it in Keystone, you could do it in Metropolis, like you could do it in Star City with Green Arrow, and like doing something in like Star City with Green Arrow, he's much more out in the open.
Yeah, I don't think it worked too good with the Flash.
I don't know, because like him running around, just having him be a blur everywhere.
Yeah, that would be interesting. It wouldn't work with Superman though, because he's like super. He'll just like stand there like after he's done. Hey everybody, I'm Superman.
Well, no. I feel like if anything, it would work even better with Superman, because you do it. You would do that episode in the same style of Death of Superman.
Do something to the effect
the city
of
of Metropolis loves that, man.
What I was about to say was do something to the effect of kind of like a societal perspective on heroes, on the heroes of their specific town and how they view them.
Yeah.
Because like you got to remember something. So Batman is the spooky boogeyman to the criminals.
Yeah.
He's
He
kind
may
of
not
like
even
this.
Exist.
Exactly. Some people think he doesn't exist. Other people he's like this kind of weird symbol of hope. To like the downtrodden, the people who have been victimized by this by the villains of Gotham.
He's to me like the antithesis of Superman. If like you see Superman's symbol or Superman showing up, you're like, thank God he's here to save the day. Everything's gonna be okay. You see the bat symbol somewhere, like the fucking bat signal goes up in Gotham, and it's like, oh, some shit's going down.
Scene,
whatever's happening, that guy's getting fucked up.
The scene that kind of gets me is that opening scene in The Dark Knight where the bat signal comes up. Gordon turns on the bat signal, and these two criminals who are about to like start selling some drugs are just like, Nah, man, I don't need this trouble.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
That's like the equivalent of calling out every single bad guy by their middle name. Stanley Jeffrey! Cut that shit out!
So yeah,
Batman.
so I like I feel like then, like we were saying before, that like Batman's really hard to nail down. You wouldn't really have to cast one person. You know, and like yeah, I guess you would have to cast the villains because they'd be on screen more
I
often.
feel like at that point, you're no longer even having to really cast the character of Batman because the character of Batman is no longer like this defined kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
more of like you're casting an
It's a
idea
mystery
exactly
of what is
who
what is the
You
Batman?
know what'd be really funny to do it?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Like every single time somebody recalls a story with the Batman, it's a different characterization of Batman. Like
Well,
yeah.
like for example, like Batman goes in and beats the shit out of like a bunch of gangsters. Like
Well,
they
that's-
describe him being like this big burly guy. You know, this one guy that was running away with old ladies' purses and he was able to swoop down and grab him. He's like this fast gymnast type guy. And this one guy that was like selling like these crazy psychotic drugs to children or something like that. He saw Batman as 1960s blue Adam West Batman.
well, they did that. That was Legends of the Dark Knight. If you remember, the reason that every story in that movie
Anthology.
anthology, if you will, was so different was because it was somebody else telling a story of Batman from a different perspective.
I haven't
And
seen
I
that.
feel like you should. It's
It's-
done by the
it's
same
good.
people that put the Animatrix together. Which if you have no idea what the Animatrix is, it was an anthology DVD that came out in '99.
No, it came out
2000?
shortly after the movie. I want to say 2000.
But yeah, it was just a bunch of stories set in the world of the Matrix. Done by different artists and production teams and like different animation teams and different writers.
Yeah, like
Um,
one of the stories was done by the writers and animators from Aeon Flux, for example.
Yes. But yeah, I feel like you could supplement these stories as well with like cell phone footage or YouTube videos or security footage. You know, of Batman doing these things that they're describing. And like I said, you could turn that into a show. You could do that with other characters.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess with that, should I get into mine or?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do it.
Okay. So I want to preface this first with the fact that this would either have to be a 2 or 3 part movie, like series, or possibly something like a Netflix or HBO series because it's
9-movie series. Doug presents the Batmaning.
No, it's just I'm actually just going to pitch an adaptation of an actual Batman storyline. One of my favorites personally is the story of No Man's Land. Basic bare bones premise, massive earthquake of like unprecedented proportions hits Gotham, a city that is not prepared for it, and massive infrastructure damage, like resources are cut off, power's out, like water is out. The city just turns into chaos, and the government actually sets up a quarantine zone around it and prevents anybody from leaving or going in. And the city is quickly divided into territories run by various villains, gangs, or sometimes the police. The police actually have their own little faction that they're trying to hold down with law and order, but they can't do it with the whole city. And the reason that this would need to be such a long series is because like a typical movie has like maybe 2 villains. This would feature about a dozen because you would have to have the leaders of the various territories, the wild cards, just the interaction. Because the thing is this storyline was prolonged. Gotham spent over a year being isolated from the rest of the country, and devolving into complete chaos. So the storyline is pretty much already done. There'd have to be some adaptations, of course, to cut back on things, but I focus my pitch more on casting. So I guess I can just go with that.
Go for it.
All right. First off, casting a new Batman. This was a really hard call, but I went with Wes Bentley. He was one of Christopher Nolan's first choices to play Batman when he was setting up the franchise. He's an actor from American Beauty. He has the look, and
I don't like his chin.
Wait, what's his name again?
Wes
Wes-
Bentley.
I don't like that name.
well, he would be called Bruce Wayne. So
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Google him, man. I don't like his chin, man. I don't like the cut of his jib.
You know,
I don't like his name.
I think I see where Doug is coming from here.
it's fair. You guys can hate on it.
No, I could work.
Wait. Okay, I've seen. Maybe it was the first picture that I pulled up of him that was a problem. Okay.
I can see this work. I'm not. I can't think of any movies that I've seen
What
of
is
him.
his name again?
West Bentley.
Okay, because I was gonna say West Blakely. Like, what's his name?
Now, here's my personal favorite casting choice. I wanted to throw something a little unusual in there. Okay, Alfred. John Cleese.
Oh, I would watch that.
Like, he would obviously tone it back, but
I mean, he was Q for a long time in. No, he wasn't Q for a long time. He was only Q in like 2 movies, I think. I thought it worked in that though. I can see it working as Alfred.
Oh, I'm not mad at that.
No, I'm
No,
not mad at it either. I don't think it's bad.
I was
Just
hoping you were gonna say Sean Connery.
Sean Connery
Nah.
wouldn't do it. He's like
No,
so
I know
done
he
acting. But like, my problem with John Cleese though is that like he's so freaking clever. He'll figure out a way to inject humor into it.
It's not a bad thing though.
but no, that's not a bad thing. I kind of like a snarky
I was about to say
Alfred.
he would be a very snarky Alfred, but the problem is that I feel like most people are used to Michael Caine Alfred. You know?
Well, they'll get over it.
True.
All right. So Nightwing. I got Ian Somerhalder. He is from Lost. He is also from the Vampire Diaries.
Absolutely not. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. No, I have very strong opinions on my casting choices
I-
for Nightwing and Robin. I don't know.
Oh,
His
This guy.
face is friggin'
I'm
just
looking at him.
terrible. I don't like this guy.
But Paulo, if you're casting a Dick Grayson, it's not about the face.
It's about the butt.
It's about the butt.
oh,
All right, fair enough. But also, this is my casting, so go screw yourself.
So is the ass fat, Doug?
What?
You heard me.
No, actually didn't
Oh,
hear
I
you.
said, was that ass fat?
I did not take enough of a look. I did not do my proper Nightwing
I was about to
ass
say,
research when
Paul is
casting.
never going to sign off on unless you did the proper butt research.
yeah, what is wrong with you?
Like, do you know Dick at all?
Oh, I know Dick.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not cutting that.
I don't care.
How dare you?
All right. So, Robin, Tim Drake, Robin, Ryan Potter. He is the voice actor of Beast Boy in the newer Teen Titans films,
Ryan what?
animated films. Potter, Ryan Potter.
Harry Potter.
I don't think the right Brian Potter came up in this search.
Ryan. Potter.
Okay. I was about to say some guy in a wheelchair came up.
Tim Drake.
I can see that.
Little too pretty, but okay.
He could be. It's a passable thing. And the thing is this guy's wanted to play Robin forever. Like, he wanted to play Robin in the animated version, and he wants to play Robin elsewhere. He really wants to play Robin. All right. So, okay, moving on. I have Barbara Gordon as Oracle, so she's not Batgirl in this. But Jane Levy.
I can see it.
Yeah, she's from Don't Breathe and the Evil Dead remake.
Haven't seen either, but I had to Google her face, and yeah, I can see it work. How good is she?
I don't hate it.
How good can she operate a wheelchair?
Oh wow.
She has arms.
Careful,
Jeez,
guys.
man.
You're gonna tread on that whole. People are gonna get mad at you for casting an actress who's not in a wheelchair for a wheelchair role.
Yeah.
Isn't that what acting is about, though? Acting like you're something else that you're not.
You would think.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm checking my privilege at the door. Hi, privilege.
I
Hey.
I get you.
How you doing?
All right. So Commissioner Gordon, I am taking a page out of the animated Batman Year One movie. Bryan Cranston.
That would work. That would work.
I've always liked that.
He was a great Zordon.
Yeah, he was. All right. So Cassandra Cain Batgirl. I'm going with Xing Tian from Pacific Rim.
The first one?
She was in both, if I'm not mistaken.
Was she in the second one? Yeah, she was in the second one.
I haven't seen the second
I
one. I couldn't tell you.
fell asleep in the second one.
Huntress. I have two possible choices.
I
for
thought
this.
you were going
My
to say
first,
Tupac, and I was really excited.
Yeah, me too, actually.
my first one is Kristen Milioti. She is from. She's been played in The Wolf of Wall Street, Fargo, Black Mirror. She was in an episode of that.
Who is this again?
Oh, the mom from How I Met Your Mother.
Kristen Milioti, sorry.
I'm sorry. Who is she playing?
Huntress.
I could see it.
Alternatively, just even though I don't really get the Italian vibe from her, just somebody who I think could pull off the role, Eliza Dushku.
Yeah. Okay, I don't hate that either. It's
I
just
don't know
not
if
something
I-
I'm too keen on though.
No, it's fair.
I don't know if I buy her as Huntress. She seems kind of tiny.
Well, she
Yeah,
kicked the
it's-
crap out of Buffy, so
No, not.
The other one,
Yeah. I'm talking about Kristen Milioti.
okay.
It's hard. It's harder to find, buffer, like bigger female actresses. But all right, this one is going to be controversial, I know, but it's just something that I think it would fit. Catwoman, Olivia Wilde.
Not familiar with her.
She was what's her name on House?
Yeah, the one who looks like a younger
Are you?
Angelina Jolie kind of.
She's the one with the eyes. I think she was 13. The character. I mean,
Oh. I was about to say, she sure as shit wasn't 13 in House.
no. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she was in Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's
and-
good. I like it, but
But
No, I get you. We can have differences
I
of
have
opinions here.
the thing with me is I have like, and this is something that like I've always wanted to say. I guess maybe I'll wait for mine. You know what?
I mean,
Yeah,
you can
go
say
ahead.
it. You can say
Yeah.
it right now.
But only because she's great. No, they're fantastic choices, by the way. Both of
Go ahead,
those.
Say it.
I like them both.
But
Maybe it's just me. I still love and wish the idea of Kate Beckinsale playing Selena Kyle. Maybe that's just me though.
I can see it. All right, and I just want to speed through this because my list is pretty long. So, as the last supporting character that is on the good side, spoiler / Stephanie Brown would be played by Dakota Fanning.
how do you actually feel?
All right, now we move on to the villains, which I actually am more happy with my villain casting. All right, Poison Ivy would be played by Eva Green.
Oh, that's just too perfect.
Right,
With a name
right.
like that, yeah.
Right? I'm not
Yeah.
sure who this is. Hold on.
That's fine. She was in Casino Royale.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh, she is from. Yeah, I can see it.
Mhm.
The right makeup, the right wig. I
Yeah.
can see it. I like it. She doesn't
Thank
give
you.
off. She doesn't give off that like. The thing is, a lot of people like to try to cast Poison Ivy in this kind of like.
Oh, she was in Penny Dreadful.
Yes, They kind of try to cast her in this kind of like, I don't know if it's like this overly sexual persona. I feel like she would give it a complete different like gravitas to the character. I like it actually. That's probably my favorite pick so far.
Especially because during No Man's Land, she kind of creates, she makes Gotham Park like a refuge for abandoned children and people like who can't support themselves or save themselves, and she protects them.
I love it. Perfect,
Poison
because
Ivy is an interesting anti-hero.
yes, I love it. I think that's fantastic.
All right. Now for Harley Quinn, I'm just going to stick with Margot Robbie. I think she does the role fairly well.
That's fine. I'm not mad at that.
Now my Joker again, maybe a little controversial because there's a lot of actors who could play it. But Caleb Landry Jones, he's from Get Out.
Say his name again.
Caleb Landry
really
Jones.
Caleb with a
see
K
that.
or a C?
A C.
I've not seen that movie yet. I need to.
I don't know. You don't want to stick with Joaquin Phoenix?
Now my second pick would be Jake Gyllenhaal, but
Well, he was. Yeah, I can see that.
it just his performance in Get Out though, like I'm like that.
Dude was Bash in first class. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I found that out myself
I
today.
haven't seen that either.
First class is fun.
I liked
I like
it.
first class.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed it.
Speaking of First Class, Victor Zsasz, James McAvoy.
Oh, you like him because he was from the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. You like that?
Which I haven't seen, but the thing is having seen his physical appearance, he could so pull that off, and I know he's got the acting
So
chops.
James, so I was gonna say, Split is a very mediocre movie with an incredible performance.
All right, the Penguin, Paul Giamatti.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Would you put him in like a fat suit or something, or
Or make him get fat. I don't know.
he is character actor Paul Giamatti. He's
I
probably
did have
packing
the
on the
back-
pounds.
I did have as a backup Patton Oswalt, but I don't know how serious he can act.
The problem with Paul Giamatti is that for the longest time I thought he was just a poor man's. Oh God, what's his name? The guy from When Harry Met Sally.
Billy Crystal?
I thought he was Billy Crystal the first time I saw an advertisement for Sideways. I will admit I'm not very good with actors.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
so
but like Christian Bale's just a poor man's Billy Crystal.
Oh, did I say Christian Bale? No, I said
No.
Paul.
No, I am.
Oh,
Because that's just a running
Okay.
joke now. Anybody's just a poor man's Billy Crystal.
all right, now some of these I think you guys are either going to love or hate, and I don't care. Clayface, Bruce Campbell.
Oh, that could be fun.
That
No,
would
that'd
be
be
fun.
fantastic. Actually, that'd be great.
no, because I'm just thinking of him when he was the one of the plastics in Escape from L.A.
Mm.
Plus, Clayface originally like having been an actor, like I could just see him doing it.
too.
I keep feeling like it's almost a meta role.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what?
Um,
On that same tip, could you see Jim Carrey as Clayface?
I could.
No, I said
Yeah.
that thinking the same kind of thing, and it's like, oh no, wait a minute.
No, he already had his Riddler.
No, Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell is really good.
Yeah. I only have a few more characters left to get through, so this one, hear me out. Think about it visually, because I know he's like probably too like bulky or ripped for the role, but you'd only ever see his head because of like the outer costume. Vin Diesel is Mr. Freeze.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at it either,
That's
dude.
funny.
Yeah, I'm like the voice, man. The voice in the
that's
head.
what's like the scariest part about the modern Mr. Freeze is just he's walking in like he's like some sort of ice cold Darth Vader. Just yes, Batman, and this is I'm gonna freeze you to death or whatever. I can't think of any good Mr. Freeze
Yeah.
lines, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Tom Hiddleston as the Riddler.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, I'm not a Tom Hiddleston fan. That guy doesn't do anything for me.
You don't like him as
Okay.
Loki?
I thought he was fine.
I got 3 characters left. Javier Bardem as Bane.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm a fan actually.
Oh, I like that.
What was he in?
He was in
No Country for Old Men.
yes.
Oh, that guy.
The problem with him as a bad guy, I haven't seen him in that new Pirates movie, but him in, was it Skyfall and No Country for Old Men? He was so freaking creepy in that. Both those movies.
I think Bane can have an element of creepiness to him. All right. Lastly, my two last ones. Black Mask, Damian Clark. Now, he's mostly a voice actor, but first off, he actually is like traditionally handsome. But secondly, he'd be in a Black Skull mask the entire movie. He was the voice of Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2.
Okay.
I haven't played the second
And
one.
I haven't played it anymore.
Yeah, oh man, the second one was like the good
Yeah,
one.
you should play Borderlands.
I'm getting caught up on my PS3 library, so one of these days.
Okay. And my last casting choice. Again, this one, you guys are either going to love it or hate it. John Hamm is Two-Face.
John Hamm as Two-Face is just the poor man's
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. No, who, the same guy who played him in I feel like those two guys are practically interchangeable. John Hamm and the guy who played him in what's his name? Tom Jane. Is that who played him? No, not Tom Jane.
Aaron Eckhart was the guy.
Is that Aaron Eckhart? Then those three guys just interchangeable white dudes, man.
They're all just they have just generic white guy syndrome.
They really do. Like they're just interchangeable white guys. Although John Hamm, I kind of enjoy because it's like he's in random things that he's really funny.
He was good in Baby Driver.
I didn't see Baby Driver.
Oh, you should. It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard
really good things.
I
was planning on watching it, and it's on. I think it's on your Plex.
I'm sure it is.
So anyway, so the casting out of the way, basically how the storyline would go: disaster happens, things get real bad real quick. Now, like shortly after it happens, Batman has to leave Gotham because as Bruce Wayne, he needs to try and get like government assistance and federal funding to save the city. So the city starts to feel abandoned by Batman.
The city it just feels neglected.
Yeah, and so the secondary cast of heroes really has to step up their game and keep the presence of Batman and Justice alive, while there's all these rivaling territories controlled by gangs. And you just follow that. So then, like halfway through, Batman makes his triumphant, return, starts trying to set things back in order. The biggest question is what to do about the ending, because in the comics, Lex Luthor bailed out Gotham.
That's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it was, but I don't know if I would want to throw Lex Luthor into this.
Yeah, you can't really.
So there would have to be some kind of unrelated plot device. Maybe Lucian Fox or something successfully argues on behalf of Gotham outside, to the government. They finally get government assistance after a year or whatever. But this would be like either like a trilogy of movies, maybe 2 really long movies, or I think even better, like a season-long like Netflix series.
Yeah, it's doable.
I think so. I think it'd be doable. I think it would be better as a Netflix series.
I
think it'd get the higher budget.
I think it'd be better as a Netflix series, and I think it'd be better as a season 2 of a Batman series. Or not even. Maybe a season 2 of like a Gotham-esque series.
You mean kind of like how Gotham is currently doing this in season 5?
Ooh.
Hot takes.
Which I actually just found out tonight because I don't watch Gotham.
Oh, I fucking hate Gotham so goddamn much.
Why? Tell me more.
My reasons are personal.
No. Tell me. I'm very interested.
All right. So about, I'm gonna say it was like 8-9 years ago, I had this idea for a Batman TV show. Now this is back during the days of if it was 9-10 years ago, it might have been more because Smallville was like just ending. And like I remember saying, I feel like Smallville was not the right movie.
I remember having this conversation with you.
Okay. Yeah, you do. Okay, great. Thank you. Now I have someone else on my side who knows.
I remember you being like, this was not the show to make. They should have done it with Bruce Wayne instead.
Okay. The whole thing with Bruce Wayne is he travels the world to... This is not my pitch, by the way. But
it should be.
It should be. That's the part that kills me. It should be. No, so... Bruce Wayne traveled the world. Okay, Bruce Wayne studied with various masters. Bruce Wayne had to have adventures in the process of becoming Batman. So the way I would have done it was, it starts with, the obvious, it starts with him graduating, I think, out of college or high school or something when he leaves Gotham.
Oh man, I'd even start earlier.
Yeah, possibly even earlier. Like you see some of the stuff that he's going through where he's just getting like, they're trying to send him to therapy to deal with like his anger issues because obviously he's dealing with the fact that he blames himself for his parents' death. You get to see that vulnerable side of Bruce Wayne where he hasn't channeled everything, all his anger yet into like the one singular focus of becoming Batman.
I would say into being the Bat.
Yeah, exactly. Into being the Bat. Exactly. And you get to see how he just decides, you know what? I'm leaving. And he disappears, and we see how he travels the world. And in the process of him becoming Batman, he meets not his rogues gallery, but the people who become his rogues gallery. I'm not talking like you meet like what they did in Gotham with like this random dude who becomes the Joker. You meet the other villains, the villains that I find more interesting to Batman. Because like, don't get me wrong, like I love the Joker. I think the Joker is his greatest villain, his best foil. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you can only do the Joker so much. You got to there's more to Batman than just his rivalry with the Joker.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Very much
have
true.
him run into like Victor Zsasz before he becomes a serial killer. You have him run into Victor Freeze before he becomes
Mr.
Freeze.
Exactly.
Like have him run into these characters before, like hell, he runs into like he goes to college with Dr. Pamela Isley.
Exactly. There's so much possibility. There's so much room
and
to
it's
explore.
Just in passing. Like I don't need a story arc with these characters.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I personally would absolutely add a story arc with the Selena Kyle character before she becomes Batwoman. Before she becomes Catwoman.
How dare you?
Bring up the relationship that he has with Jim Gordon as Bruce Wayne. As Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Because there is the character of Bruce Wayne that interacts with James Gordon. And why Batman trusts Jim Gordon, not just because like in the movie he puts a jacket on him or something like that. Give him a bigger reason why he trusts Jim Gordon.
Bruce Wayne gives him his Letterman jacket. Takes him on a date.
No,
you're
right.
Man strapped after going out for malts.
Oh man.
No, it's a premise that had a lot of potential, and it's a shame that they have handled it so poorly. From what
you know what's the worst part about it though is that like they totally caved into all their corporate sponsors because all this confusing stuff happens, and then every episode ends with the words "got ham."
You're the freaking worst, man. But like I said, I guess that was where my like biggest thing went, and like I wanted something like really tell a story that gives you Bruce Wayne before he becomes Batman, which makes the choice of him becoming Batman all that more interesting. And the honestly, like I have the last shot being shot through him putting the cowl on and looking at himself in a mirror as he becomes Batman for the first time. That would have been
I will do you one better. He's not even looking in the mirror. It's just a first person shot of him putting the fucking cowl on.
Yeah, okay. That works for me too.
And then like you just see him run forward and like it's no longer first person, and it's him just like jumping into the Batmobile, driving off right out of the Batcave. Let's go.
And end it with the theme music playing with him running towards the camera with a giant floodlight in the background. And oh wait a second, that was in the Schumacher films.
I agree. It was a wasted premise, and the way you put it, it would have been way better. But let's try and stay on topic, which even though this was on topic in a way, but let's try and get to your pitch.
My pitch.
Yeah.
That should have been it.
That should have been my pitch, honestly. I didn't want to do it because it feels like I feel cheated in the sense that this was my pitch 9 or 10 years ago. Like I had this idea that when I was like this is when I first got back into comic books. I started reading stuff again. I started watching things again, and I was like, damn, this would make a great TV show. Like my wife will tell you even too. I pitched it to her, and everyone was like, "This is great." And then they did Gotham what they did, and it just infuriates me.
I mean, we could pitch this show. We could call it like Legends of the Dark Knight or The Dark Tomorrow, or I don't know.
Or alternatively, so I had it. So as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about like the different pitches that you guys have. I keep trying to go. I keep going back to this. Don't get me wrong. We want the action that comes in a Batman movie. We want spectacle. I feel like that's something that just needs to be in a Batman movie. It's a superhero movie. Like you need that. Mm-hmm. But I also want character. I want that character growth that comes with, you know, this is a character. Don't get me wrong. We all know the story of Batman. Mm-hmm. Parents die in the alleyway. We don't need to cover that.
Yeah, Pearls,
he becomes Batman. Right. Martha, whatever. We got that. Why not start at the end? Like, tell the story in flashbacks. Tell the story from the perspective of the people who are most important in the life of Batman / Bruce Wayne. You know, give us the perspective of, you know, who this man was to someone like Dick Grayson, who this man is to someone like Selena Kyle,
to a Leslie Thompson,
you know. Like I know we wrote they did at one point they did do Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader,
which was over the top. Thank you, Neil Gaiman.
Yes, over the top, like kind of like an ending to the Batman's life, kind of like Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow by by Alan Moore.
Yeah.
They did that,
yeah,
and like they did a lot of different things with that I really liked, but a lot of it was a little too over the top for me. I feel like we can do a What Happened to the Cape Crusader in movie format with the characters that were most impacted by the life of Batman. You know, by the life of Bruce Wayne, because the truth is, again, like I said, there's more to Batman than just the cape and the cowl.
So what are you saying? Like it would just be him sitting around in the Wayne mansion, just looking at stuff and having flashbacks?
No, it's more of kind of like
back in my day.
It's a funeral for him. In a way.
Oh, so you want to just like straight up adapt?
Like adapt it, but tell,
at least the premise.
Adapt the premise, exactly. But then the big twist at the end is he's not really dead. Obviously,
it
like
was
that.
Me,
exactly.
It was me all along.
You know where I was hoping you were going to take this. He's you know, he's dead. He's buried. And then all of a sudden, his good younger friend Terry McGinnis shows up, and then Alfred says, "Hey, I got something to show you."
Yes, clearly.
Right? No, that'd be awesome. I'm not even saying
and then the Batman Beyond theme plays as the credits roll.
Right? Dude, how fucking hyped.
Don't get me wrong. I love that. I love Batman Beyond. I don't know if any of you guys have ever. It was a great series in everything that it was. On top of the fact that it was one of the episode of Justice League Unlimited when they cover
what epilogue?
Epilogue
is so good.
Epilogue is so.
Don't say anything else. All you got to say is that it's great because like you got to.
Okay.
It's the culmination of a ton of it's a culmination of like 10 or 15 years worth of animation.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yes.
So good.
All right. I think I'll end it with this. That story, that epilogue storyline where you find out the truth.
No.
I'm not gonna okay, I won't spoil it. I promise I won't spoil it. You find out the truth of Terry McGinnis.
Stop! No, just stop talking.
I'm kind of with Ed on this one. You don't have to say anymore. It was great. Everybody watch it.
Yeah, no, all right, fine. I won't say it. Everybody needs to go watch that episode of Justice League Unlimited. It's the end of the first season of Justice League Unlimited. No, is it the second season or the first season?
No, it's like
Hold on. I'm looking at it right now.
Towards the end of the series. It was supposed to be the end of the series.
Yes, and then
my point was going to be go back, watch all of Batman the Animated Series and the new Batman and Robin Adventures and whatever else, because it's all the same show. Watch all of that, okay? then watch all of Superman, then watch all of Justice League, and then watch all of Justice League Unlimited, and then I skip Batman Beyond to watch that too, and then watch Epilogue, and then come back. Don't worry, we'll wait for you.
It's okay. So it's the 13th episode of the second season.
The
It's
22nd season.
It's the 26th. It's the well. It may as well be, considering all of those shows just are a combination with each other, man.
Yeah.
Like they're all a mishmash. Like honestly, you know what? Batman vs Superman already done in the episode World's Finest in the DC animated universe.
Oh, I did love that.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I had one of the greatest slides ever where Harley Quinn's just like, put in, and Batman's just like, at this point, he probably is. Oh my god, that show that was one of the best Batman meets Superman for the first time ever. Batman freaking what is it? He armbars him. He throws Superman.
Oh yeah.
How do you throw a man who can fly?
Like that.
Because he wasn't ready for it.
Like I remember the shield, because they slow motioned it. I only remember this because I recently rewatched it. He throws him, and then in slow motion, Superman breaks through the table. Batman's just standing up, and Superman's just like, "Did this mother just throw me?
Yeah.
Did I just get
great.
put through a table? What just happened?"
I also like how he took it personally when Superman used the X-ray vision to look right through his mask and figure out who he was. So Batman follows him home.
Oh my god, yes.
And then he's like 5 city blocks away looking through binoculars, and all of a sudden finally Clark sees the transmitter, the beacon on his that was hidden on his cape, and he looks out his window and uses his telescopic vision to see Batman. Batman just gives him a little wave.
The salute, the 2-finger salute that he does.
Yeah. Like, gotcha, bitch.
He's like,
Listen,
"Yup, it's me."
I'm really mad because I'll be honest, all the best stories already told in the DC animated universe. Just go watch that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, seriously. Just please
Go,
do.
go
watch
watch
that.
Go watch the entirety of the DCAU right now. We'll wait.
Warner Brothers, just live action everything that you already put in cartoon form.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
and
Please.
adapt my idea. I didn't even get to tell you the best part about it.
Oh
God, no, what?
So the end fight is going to end in a King of the Ring, where Batman throws Joker 30 feet off the Hell in a Cell through the announcer's table.
God.
My God!
My God.
Broke him in half!
That man is dead.
Killed him. It killed him. Oh man!
God, I
On
don't
that
wanna-
note, guys.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, all right, Warner Brothers. Hopefully we've given you some idea. And don't forget to give us writing credits when you guys make the movie that we pitched here. If it's an amalgamation of all those movies, that's fine too.
No. For the love of God, I hope it's not an amalgamation. I hate those things. There's nothing worse than an amalgamation.
No, we're fine with just writing credits and maybe 2% off the back end.
Ooh.
You gotta make that Warner Brothers money.
Who's back
Yeah,
end?
it-
Who's back end? Robbins.
Oh.
I think Paula would happily take 2% off of Dick Grayson's back end.
Yes.
Who wouldn't? All right?
Wouldn't exactly. Midnighter recognizes that ass.
I'm just
Anywhere.
I'm just imagining I'm just imagining Paula's wife going, "Honey, what the fuck is this thing of flesh doing in our bed?"
That's 2% of Robin's ass, honey. That's just a little bit of dick.
All right, everybody.
Oh man, good night,
Good night,
folks.
everybody.
If you have questions, a topic you would like us to cover, or wish to simply tell us all the facts we screwed up, feel free to contact us at laymansguide to the multiverse@gmail.com. Also, feel free to visit our website at laymansguidetothemultiverse.com. Our intro music is Dance Rocket, off the album Descent of the Goober Monster by Jesse Spillane, and is licensed under an Attribution 4.0 International CC by 4.0 license, off http://freemusicarchive.org. Our intermission music is Crinoline Dreams by Kevin MacLeod off Incomptech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license, http://creativecommons.org/license/by/3.0/ and our outro music is Miami Nights Extended Theme, also by Kevin MacLeod, off Incomptech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license, http://creativecommons.org/license/by/3.0/.